Hi, everybody. Okay, so probably what you came to see. I'm gonna cover the recaps on the soaps now. YNR was really good, although it's really gonna. I I see this happening for Sharon, and it's not gonna be pretty. I don't believe because obviously, okay. I'm gonna go with the obvious and go out from there. Okay. So obviously, she's involved in Heather's death or unaliving, whatever you like. Okay. Um, and now it's been talked about at least twice that blunt force trauma was involved. That means that Heather was hit on the head with some object before she drowned in the water. She didn't just drown in the water, she was already unalived at that point. Okay. Um, but they still haven't connected it to Sharon yet. But they're getting closer, I believe. And Cameron Kirsten, the ghost, is still around. So I don't understand. I guess this is where I'm at now. I guess he's not going to be around anymore after they solve everything. I guess that's how it works. I don't know. All right. Number two, uh, Sharon's kids are really overprotective of her because of what happened to Heather. Little do they know that Sharon had major involvement in what happened to Heather. They think that something happened when she was out late at night. Like someone took her, or I don't know what. But they don't know that their mother is involved. Um, Number three, I guess. I hope that this makes Lucy grow up a bit and not be the teenager. I mean, it's kind of weird. This is the part that's weird to me. Okay, um, she's 18 years old in real life. The actress. I looked it up, and so it's got to be kind of awkward for her to play someone younger than that. I mean, it would be for me. I mean, there's a difference in playing someone who's a couple years younger than you, but to play someone that's like 14, 13, 14 is odd. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Um, but at first she fell apart, which I understand, but now she's starting to understand that, what really happened or whatever. But I still don't think that she should be able to process if she really is 14 years old, and I'm supposed to believe that her character is, then it wouldn't be right for her to be able to process all this stuff very quickly. It just doesn't make any sense. So, let's see. Oh, and then Phyllis wants to be the involved parent and really be there for Daniel. And I understand, but part of me says, I want to say to her, let him breathe and just let him go through some of it alone. So maybe he can process it before you're like, I'm here for you, you know? Um, yeah. So, okay. The other major story here today was Kyle Kyle and Claire and Otter. And I'll explain how they're all involved. Okay, so Kyle wants to take over Glissade to fight with his father and have a cosmetics battle because, as you all know by now, I hope, he runs, uh, Jack runs Jabot, right? And Jabot's a major cosmetics company. Okay, so if Kyle is running Glissade, then there's going to be a major battle at work. And Kyle is in this mode of trying to prove himself and trying to prove everyone wrong, which I've said it before, I'll say it again. When you get into the mode if you're trying to prove something to somebody, it never goes right. I mean, and the thing is like it's funny. Life just works this way. When you're trying to prove something, it can kind of go the way that you want, but at some point it goes and veers off the track, and then you have to rearrange and do stuff that you didn't even have to do if you weren't in such a proving mode. So yeah, Kyle kind of back off. But the thing about Audra is, um, he made a test. Victor wanted to have a test so that they would prove who is the better seller or whatever, right? So Kyle doctored the test so that he would look better than Audra. So Audra was fired. Okay, how Kyle and Audra are related to before was he had to fling with her when he was still married to Summer. You remember that? Okay, so Claire is the one that he's interested in now. Apparently, I guess they're dating now. I'm not really sure because for a while she didn't know what it was. Then they kissed. Then I'm like, okay, we're good. And now they're kind of dating or hanging out a lot. Like, not a lot, but enough. But I don't know if, because they haven't really said, oh, we're officially together now. I don't know if you do that anymore. Because back when I was younger in school, like in high school, um, I'm gonna talk a little bit about myself for a minute here. I didn't really date that much in high school, so but when I was in high school, you actually asked somebody to like be your. Well, I would get the questions of like, would you be my girlfriend? So and then that made it official. But I don't know if. Well, I guess people do, but it's more on Instagram and whatever now than. mm. So yeah. Let's see. So now, Chance is involved in this too because Chance has been reinstated in the police department, obviously, and it happened like 5 minutes ago. So it was quick. And I like that Nick and Phyllis talked to Summer about it, and Summer said, I was nervous and am nervous a little bit, but I'm not going to stop him from doing it because it's what he loves to do. So that's being supportive. I like that. Um, yeah, okay. Let's see, what else? What else? What else? Oh, okay. Talking about fashion for a minute. No, Audra is in this hot pink dress. Great. So, yeah. All right. Bye, guys.